Hello, hello. How are you doing, chat family? I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's live stream. I'm Marlene of the Marlene Saunders Show, where we have real talk, real conversations, and you're welcome to it. If it's your first time here, hit the like and subscribe. So on today, everybody, I'm going to be talking about this subject. We are all human. From a person who is homeless to a person who runs a Forbes 500 company. Everybody is human. Everybody has feelings and everybody goes through something. But what gets to me sometimes is the individuals who feel that they are above others. They feel like, there's not the same standards. And there's really, truly only one standard for everyone. Just one. There's one standard for how we should be treating one another, one standard for showing other people that we respect one another. And a lot of people do not know how to respect others because they don't respect themselves. Self-respect has to come from within. You must first respect yourself before you can respect somebody else. And that's something that's so important. We have to learn how to respect ourselves in order to respect others. And knowing that we are all human, knowing that we are all imperfect, we all fall short, we all do the wrong thing. And, just learning as we mature to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more kind. Because I know as a woman, I know that I don't do the right thing. I know that I make mistakes and don't do what I'm supposed to at all times. So I try to give others that same benefit of the doubt, knowing that other people are human, but at the same time, knowing that people are human, but not being a doormat. It is a balance that we have to have in this life. We have to be balanced with how we treat ourselves, learning to maintain our own self-respect, our own dignity, and all of those things, but also not letting people run over us. Knowing how to speak up for ourselves and to have standards in this life. You have to have standards for yourself. You have to learn how to respect yourself. And if you don't know how to respect yourself, there's nobody who is going to do that for you. So I wanted to say this to everybody. We are all humans. We all go through things. We all are dealing with something. I know every day I wake up, I'm dealing with something. Personal issues, family issues, financial issues. And I just wish that there was more peace out here in this world. I wish people just knew how to get along. A lot of people just need to learn how to get along with others. And part of being a mature human being is if somebody is not your cup of tea, if you don't like somebody's vibe or whatever, having the maturity enough to walk away. You don't have to diminish a person's character. You don't have to throw people under the bus and make fun of them. If you don't like them, then move on. Leave them alone. Let people go about their business and you just continue to be yourself. But I understand, you're trying to feel like you have to speak up for yourself. You have to advocate for yourself and all of those things. But we definitely have to do more than that. We don't have to do anything but be ourselves. Let me put a poll out. Okay, I'm almost done. Let me put this poll out. Okay. So please take the poll, everybody. So do you all believe that it's important as humans to maintain your own self-respect? I think that no matter what you're going through in your life, from the time that you're a child to the time you get very old, we all need to learn to respect ourselves. No matter what season you are in your life, whether you're in the phase of needing others, whether you are interdependent, whether you are dependent, whether you are independent, we all need to learn, no matter what phase we are in life, to respect ourselves and to learn how to respect others. I think it's a major problem for the majority of people, is learning how to respect others, learning how to respect ourselves, putting standards out there like, this is what I will expect and this is what I don't. Because as human beings, we have to try harder. We have to try harder. We have to do better. And we have to learn that what one person is going through is not what another person is going through. Some people just cannot afford certain things. Some people, it's not within their personality to be able to do things. Some people are just not mature enough. One of the most valuable lessons that I have ever had to learn in this life was learning that certain people cannot give me what I want. They can't give me things because they personally do not possess it. Hi, Sirius. How are you doing? Good morning. Appreciate you being here. Happy Monday. There's certain individuals that they just cannot give us what we're seeking, what we are desiring. And it's not because they're a bad person, but sometimes people are going through some heavy weights, some heavy burdens. Yeah, all of those things. If you guys could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. Sometimes we are all going through these heavy things. I don't know what it is, but it's something when we're going through things in our life, whether it be with our relationships with, whether your children, spouse, or significant other, your friends, your relatives, your financial situation, your personal health. But everybody is going through something. Yes, serious, every day. Yes, I'm doing well. Happy Monday to the chat family. Happy Monday to everyone who is here. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And I wanted to put that out there, is that when we go through things in our life, it seems like we're alone. And if you feel that way, if you have ever felt that way, or if you currently feel that way, as humans, we also have to put things out there, like learning to ask for help when we need it. And I know for me, I know I can be stubborn. I know that I can definitely need help. And there are a lot of times where I don't ask for the help that I need. I will let myself suffer. I will go through certain things. And I believe it's because of the fear of rejection, the fear of letting people know what I'm going through and dealing with. But I had to learn that if you need help as a human being, you need to ask for help, and not from everybody, from the right people, from people who are in a forward progress. They are progressive, they are encouraging, they are motivating. And as humans, we have to understand that part. There are certain individuals, they will never show up for us. They will never care about us. There will never be respect there from that person for us. So there are certain individuals that as we mature, we have to understand they will never show up for me. They will never care. So I have to go and find people who will. And it was really hard for me to step away from relatives and quote unquote friends and relationships, because we say they love us. And as humans, we want people to love us. That's a natural thing. We want people to love us and care for us. But, love is just a word that people just freely throw out there as a pawn, as a way of manipulating our mind, manipulating us and controlling us to do things for them. and they really don't care about us. And while it may be hurtful to say, to think, to have this discussion because we don't want to believe it, but it's true. If we ask for people to do things for us and they never will show up for you, they will never be considerate of you, they never check on you, they never do things for you, then they don't care about you. And no matter how hard it is for us to wrap our mind around it, no matter how hard it is for us to accept it, it is the reality. There are some people who will never show up for you. They will never care for you, and they don't love you. The honesty about it is that they not only don't care about you, they hate you. They're jealous of you, and they're finding ways to ruin you and ruin your life because they're miserable and they hate themselves. There's a lot of people, and it could be your own relative, it could be your own parent, it could be your best friend, it could be the person you're in a relationship with. A lot of people as human beings, they never get to a space where they learn to love themselves. They like to look at other people and what they have and what they are doing instead of putting in the work into themselves. And the only reason I'm speaking on this is because I went through that. I'm honest enough to admit it, that for many years, I looked at people who were doing great things in their life, climbing the corporate ladder, buying homes, traveling, doing the things that I wanted to do. And all it was is a separation of me just getting up and being mature enough to do what I needed to do. And a lot of people don't want to do the work. They want to ride on the coattails of your success, like Boss Life Online always says. They want to use other people. They don't want to do any of the work, but they want all the benefits. And as humans, as mature women and men, we have to know the difference. We have to know the people who are using and taking. And also we have to know the ones that actually are in it to be supportive, to care about us, to love on us, to respect us, to encourage us. And I think that we have to first know ourselves. That's so important. We have to know who we are, know your own self, know your own personal worth, and all of those things. So there's that. Know yourself and love yourself and respect yourself enough. Respect yourself enough to do the right thing by yourself. And it's hard when, I don't know your situation. I don't know anybody's situation, but I'm speaking from my own personal experience. It's hard when you have relatives that never respect you. They never respect you, love you, or support you. And it will never change. It will never change. And it's hard. It's hard when the people you love don't love you. It's hard. Sarah says, Marlene, I have decided to limit my time and efforts to keep allowing myself to accommodate others' needs when it's effortless to keep trying. I exhausted all my resources. Yes. Yeah. It's really difficult, everybody. It really is. It's difficult to come to the space when you know that you're just going to have to cut ties, cut alignments with certain folks, no matter who they are. It could be people on social media. It could be your relatives. It could be romantic relationships. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay, serious. This is just a difficult topic for me to talk about, but I'm still going to talk about it anyways. Hi, Tamika. How are you doing? Because the thing about it is that I'm real and I'm honest, and a lot of people will never be real and put all the cards on the table, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Because there's people that feel that you're just there as a little puppet to control. And once you stop allowing them to control you, once you start speaking up for yourself, once you start realizing your power, then they hate you. And that's very hurtful. Good morning, Tamika. How are you doing? Welcome in. Once you take your power back, it's invigorating, and it's sad at the same time, because you realize how much time you wasted. You realize that certain individuals never cared about you. It's hard and it's very hurtful, but at the same time it's empowering, because now you know better. And as humans, when you know better, you should be doing better. You can't keep expecting your relatives or people, when they show you who they are. You know, when they show you who they are, will you be courageous enough to believe them the first time? And I know for me, being 100% honest and transparent, it was no for me. People were showing me that they didn't care about me over and over again by their lack of support, their lack of compassion, their disrespect in general, so many things. But then it was up for me to say, when am I going to speak up for myself? When am I going to advocate for myself? When am I going to show that I respect me first? And that's honestly what it takes. It takes us being honest with ourselves. It takes us learning that I don't have to do anything I don't want to do, you know? Empower yourself, everybody. You don't have to do anything you don't want to for anybody else. Whether it's from your parents, to your children, to your spouse, significant other, a friend, whoever. You don't have to do anything for others. And there's a lot of people who are on these power trips, whether it's you're a demanding aunt, to a demanding boss in the workplace, to your child, to your significant other, because sometimes people, because we're such kind people, we give and we give and we give, and we never receive. And it's because we're not asking. Just because you are a kind person, it doesn't mean you only have to give kindness. You know, we all deserve to receive kindness as well as humans. And when you see that kindness is not served from people, respect is not given, boundaries are not respected, then it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to, okay, this is enough. We're not doing this anymore. So it's all of those things in this life. If you, as a human being, as a grown woman and as a grown man, do not know what you want in this life, people will play on that. People will play games with your head. People will manipulate you. They will use you. They will control you until you learn to control yourself, control your situation. And I want to speak on something for all the ladies and also the gentlemen, even though I can't speak on what the gentlemen go through, but I can speak on what I went through as a young woman growing up in a family of dysfunction, okay, with a lot of anger, the things that we see as humans. You know, a lot of things, maybe from traumas to lack of love, poor communication. You know, we all go through something. But I wanted to say that even when we go through something, whether it was some mommy issues, daddy issues, poor past relationships, whatever, when we go through things as humans, we cannot stay in that space with the unresolved issues and the drama and the scars that people have left behind. We have to do something about it. You as a woman or you as a man has to do something about it. It's not enough to just leave everything hidden, because I did that for many years, and I'm telling you that it doesn't work. You know, all of the unresolved issues, all of the scars. And I know that we don't want to talk about it. I know we don't want to talk about it. I know I don't like to talk about it. Even talking about this kind of makes me choked up, even though I have resolved those issues for many, many years, but it still hurts because I'm still human. I'm still human. Sierra says, I promise myself I will not be in limbo with anyone. I'm a giving person, and it was never reciprocated. I vowed to never be an option. And we shouldn't. You should never let others, you should never let anybody in your life take advantage of you. You should never let anybody treat you like you're garbage, and you're not. You're not garbage, and like Sierra says, you shouldn't be an option, you know? You should never be like someone that they put on the back burner, that they only call you or talk to you when they want something from you. But when they're in their highlight reel, when things are good, they never share the good with you, or they never share their blessings. Like if things are going well and the money is flowing right, they never say, you know, I know this isn't much, but I just wanted to give you this because of all the times where you helped me. It's not always about how much that somebody gives you. It's not like you're expecting $1,000, but even a $10, say, I know this is not going to be much, but I want to give you just a little bit, maybe to buy your lunch or to help you with gas. It's not about what a person, it's not about how much a person gives, but it's that the fact that they thought of you, that they consider you enough to say, I appreciate you and I'm grateful for everything that you do for me. But when you're not getting it, we have to do something to shift and change it. If something is not working, it's just not going to work, and we can do nothing about it. And I wanted to say that to everybody. If something is not working out, don't force it. Don't try to force relationships. Don't try to think that if a person has not shown up for you, if a person has not loved you, if a person has not respected you, then move on. Then move on. You know? Or take your power back, you know? And I know for a very long time, I was waiting for certain individuals, waiting for them to love me, waiting for them to respect me. And if I'm 100% transparent and honest, I was waiting for certain individuals to love me like I loved them. And I learned something very valuable, that I cannot make a person me. I cannot expect me from another individual. I can't expect me from another person. I can't expect others to give me what I give them. You have to let people be their own selves. And if it's your vibe, if it's something that you can handle, then you continue on with relationships. But as humans, we have to learn to start cutting off people that don't respect us. You know, have enough respect and love for yourself. Have enough confidence, and don't give in to the fear, because I stayed in that fear zone for a long time. The fear of, oh, if I say something to them, then they'll stop talking to me. Or if I do this, then they'll break up with me. If I do that. So that's not healthy. If you feel, if you can't have a conversation, if you can't speak up about something, that's not a person that you need to stay in a relationship with. Respect yourself enough to say, all my relationships are going to be healthy from here on out. That's how it started with me learning to be mature. As adults, we speak on things. We don't hide things. We don't keep things secret. We don't go by like the trying to assume that we know. All that brings about is confusion. You can never know what a person is going through and dealing with. And if you don't know, have the maturity enough to ask them. How are we? Are we okay? Are we cool? Is there something we need to work on? That's something that I feel that there's a very wide rift when it comes to all relationships. We assume that things are good because a person isn't saying anything, and sometimes the the silence is deafening, you know. Not having the conversations, ignoring things is making brand new issues, bringing up more fears, and causing you to have a little like resentment against certain individuals because they don't say anything. Now we feel some type of way, but we have to do more than just say we don't like something. If we don't like something that somebody is doing, the way a person is treating us, then what we need to do is say this and this and this, and we need to have a conversation about it. And yes, sometimes the individual will be upset that you're discussing it, but you have just took your power back. You have just informed them, you whatever this or this that you're doing, I no longer will accept it. I no longer will I'm not going to show up for you this way and this way, because it's always one-sided. See, as humans, we may not be having healthy relationships with others. I have to say it that way. And I know for many, many years from my childhood, I had a lot of toxicity stemming from my dysfunctional family unit. You know, our generations, or maybe some generations of people, feel that you shouldn't talk about things. They hide things, they ignore things, or they feel that's not important. No, it's not important to you, but it's important to me. And until you learn what's important to you, then you're never going to find your happiness, and you're never going to find your peace. Because I had to learn for myself that my peace had to stem from within. I had to learn to resolve my own issues as a human. That my mommy issues, daddy issues, sibling issues, ex issues, or even my own personal issues was a part of my self-awareness. I had to learn what triggered me. I had to learn what hurt me. I had to learn what, you know, set me off. And until we learn who we are, what we're going through, what we're dealing with, and who is taking advantage of us, we're always going to be run over and over. People are going to run over you and then back up and do it again. Run over you and back up and do it again. As long as you let people use you, as long as you let people control you, they will. And we all have choices to make as human beings. And I don't know who else is like me, but I always felt that there were certain individuals that I never had a choice. And when I went through therapy is where I learned to empower myself. I have the choice to deal with people. I have a choice to talk to people. I have a choice to pick up the phone. I have a choice to block people. I have a choice what to do with my time. I have a choice to not let other people get to me. We all have those choices to make. And if we find people are using us and controlling us and manipulating us and lying to us and not supporting us, then as a human, as a mature, I should say, human being, we have to say enough is enough and cut those individuals off, because they will never learn. Sometimes in the beginning, you will inform people and let them know you're doing this and this to me and I don't like it. And then if it doesn't change, then you know that it's a behavior. They're choosing to give you that behavior because that's who they are. That's who they are, and that's who they want to be. And then it's up to you. Now the ball is back in your court. I've informed you and told you how I feel, how it makes me feel, and all of those things. And now you choose to say, I don't care. They're choosing to say, screw you. I'm going to do what I want to. I'm more important than you. And that's when you have to choose yourself. Okay? Know yourself and love yourself, you know. And nobody can do that for you but you. You know, I've seen people hop from relationship to relationship seeking love. They hop, hop, hop. They're going from this one, and they're always blaming other people and saying the relationships aren't working out. No, no, no. It's not the relationship. It's not other people. It's you. You have to first know yourself as a human being and what you want and what you desire. And what people usually do, they're looking for people to fill in the voids and the empty spaces in their life, when it's up to us as women and men to fill up our voids, our empty spaces. When people did things to us and heal and fix that, it's nobody else's responsibility to love us. It's nobody's responsibility to respect us. First, we have to give that to ourselves. Okay? So that's what I came on here to say. We're all humans. All humans go through things. All humans deal with things. All humans get disrespected. But I just wanted to say to you all, we have a choice. You know, we have a choice. You have a choice. And take your power back. Take your power back. Take your control back. And know that you are worth more than being a doormat. First, you have to elevate yourself. Okay? First, you have to elevate yourself. First, you have to change your bad habits. Sometimes it's us that's toxic. If you really want to say the truth, sometimes it's us that's toxic. And when we fix ourselves and heal ourselves from our past and the people who didn't do right, and we learn to do right to ourselves, then we will start getting right from other people. But that's what it is. Yes, serious. We're not alone. Yes. Hi, Uncle L. How are you doing? I'm just about to get up out of here. Please check the replay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going over to Marlene Motivates, and we're going to do a members only live. I'll see you, my members of Marlene Motivates over there. I appreciate you guys. Everybody have a great Monday. Keep your head up, okay? Keep your head up, everybody. I'm Marlene of the Marlene Saunders Show. Thank you for tuning in. If it's your first time here, hit the like. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notifications. Share this out. And I'm asking if some of my chat family can please hit my playlist. We're trying to get to the halfway goal towards getting channel memberships over here, because when I do, we're going to be having memberships, and we're going to get into some real topics that I will not talk about in the public. We're going to be talking about some stuff that I don't want to talk about in the public. So let's get there. Let's get there. Let's get there. So I'll see you all back on Wednesday here, and I'll see my members of Marlene Motivates over there. See you guys later.